2.20. Oh, that one was low. I'm not going to count that one. 2.35. 2.32. 2.24. Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today I wanted to talk with you about a change that I recently made to not only the gun that I carry and also to the holster that I carry it in. First of all, I wanted to tell you that's the Wizard drill. That's one of the elements of Wizard drill, which is 3, 5, 7, and 10. And it's headshot, 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 2 shots to the torso. I've got a dedicated video on this. With things going haywire with COVID and ammo really being hard to get a hold of, this is the drill that I mostly do when I come out here to just work on myself. In the last week or two, probably in the last week, I have made a decision to transition back to my Glock 17. The reason I've transitioned back to my 17 is on my 19 I was finding myself having to do these fine little twitches and movements of my hand to kind of get back onto the gun because there just wasn't enough to hang on to. And you'll notice that I actually have enough gun to hang on to. I have enough gun for manipulating. Guys, you have no idea how painful a decision this was because for probably a little over 5 years I have been consistently running a 19. This video clip right here, this series of video clips right here, what do you see in my hand? Nothing but a 19. It's all 19. I absolutely love my 19s. I have a pair of 19s that are identical to one another. And I got to the point a week or so ago that I realized I was coming out here and I was missing shots that I absolutely know that I'm capable of hitting. And on a lark, I got my 17 out, came out here, ran the same drills, and was smoking it. And I realized, okay, if I'm a practitioner of truth, if I am, you guys know me, I'm independent, okay? People don't provide me with stuff. If I'm a practitioner of truth, then I need to be truthful to myself. And as much as I really enjoy my 19, and as much as the 19 is the standard in EDC, or as I like to call it, T1C, the fact is, my 17 is the better fit for my hand. And I know someone's going to say, well, why don't you go to, I think it's the 19X, the one that it's a shortened 19 barrel with a full grip. The reason I don't is that gun is a wild card. A 17 is a meat and potatoes gun. A 19 is a meat and potatoes gun. But the 19X, that still is not a commonplace enough gun for me to go to it. That's why I tend to stick with things that are middle of the road because I know I can find all the parts, all the springs, all the doohickeys that go with the 17 and or the 19 everywhere. So I've gone to the 17. This is the 17 that I did. I will do a dedicated video on this, but I did the framework. Doug Preston did the slide work for me, and this gun has thousands upon thousands of rounds run through it, and I know that I can trust it. The world's bravest bee. So with going to this, unfortunately, Bravo Concealment does not make a torsion version for the 17 in left hand. That honks me off because you guys know how much I really, really dig Bravo Concealment. I have a holster that I've had for ages, and I genuinely wish I could remember this young man's name. I met him in Alabama at a Talon Defense class years ago, probably like 6 or 7 years ago now. Really nice young man. We trained together, and he did this one, had a little sidecar on it, and he did this one up for me. And if you're watching, dude, hit me up because I really want to give you props on this. Nice holster. What I added to it, which is what this video is about, is I've added a square of memory foam using some Gorilla Tape. And the reason for that is when you wear appendix carry and you faithfully wear it every single day, most especially when you're wearing a really big gun like a 17, it will wear you out. The suprapubic area, which is this area right here, basically the pubic bone, whenever you sit, dude, even if you hike your pants up, which I do, whenever you're driving or just, you know, just on a computer, man, it'll wear you out. It'll wear you out. And if you try to move it to the inguinal notch, I think is what it is right here, it'll start making your hip hurt. By adding the memory foam it actually is a twofold thing. Okay, well, first of all, it helps with the concealment of the gun. Like I said, the 17 is a hand cannon. It's a really big gun to stick down the front of your pants, and it does a decent job of helping the gun disappear on my person. The second thing it does is it acts as a, don't know what it's called, it's the little tails that people put on things that cause the holster to kick out from the bottom. This memory foam, by default, pushes against the suprapubic area right here, and pushes the gun, pushes the base of the holster out, which pushes the gun in toward the abdominal wall. The reason that I leave about a ½ inch at the bottom is because I want, whenever I sit, this to do like this. And you notice what it's doing. It's basically covering the bottom of the holster, and it's creating a little added comfort to it. And then when you move around, it just sort of springs around on you, and it really does a nice job of taking the edge off a holster down the front of your pants. And this is something that I also did on my 19. You guys have seen this before. But it totally transforms how the gun wears on your person. And it doesn't change any of the performance of it, because you're always going to press hard against the abdominal wall, slide your thumb down behind it to yank that gun out. So it doesn't change your accessibility to it, but it changes dramatically how you wear the gun and how you wear the holster combination. So anyways, I wanted to show that to you guys and just kind of give you, I say this carefully, to give you license to do. The reason I say that is many times in the tactical EDC industry, people somehow think that, like, well, I can't do that because, you know, that's kind of stupid. Guys, it's your stuff. Make yourself comfortable. Take it from someone who used to wear a gun professionally. Wearing guns is misery, which is why I take this so seriously. I dedicate myself to be uncomfortable all the time because I carry a gun so that I can be ready if evil comes looking for blood. That's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out and practice. Have a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.